When I tell you this, I am trying to help you.
I'm up every 10 minutes.
Tell him I'll call him back.
A Honda feels like.
いや、僕は僧侶じゃないんです。僕はあなたの一番のファンなんです。
The best is yet to come.
Decided to infuse $29 million into the Bear Stearns JP Morgan deal.
And this just in, Jim Cramer from CNBC's Mad Money has just announced he'll be running for the next president of the United States. If Jim can gain enough support, he should be able to capture the Democratic nomination and be on the road to the White House.
That house is more like it.
Hey, what's going on, man?
Nothing. Just placing a bet on Jim Cramer in the Iowa electronics market.
Yeah, I heard he's running. So what is this thing?
The Iowa electronic market?
Yeah.
It's a real money futures market where contract payoffs depend on economic and political events such as elections. The University of Iowa faculty run the show.
Oh, does anyone use this thing?
Yeah, over 100 universities worldwide are enrolled in IEM. Northwestern, MIT, even Jim's alma mater, Harvard. It's considered to be one of the best election markets in the world.
Wow, I had no idea. So what's Jim trading at anyways?
1/100th of a penny. Not much faith in the streets, but I am buying up a boatload of shares because this guy's going to win it all. And that's my sure bet to Mad Money.
You're crazy, man. He's so far behind. There's no way he's going to win.
Maybe true, but he is the best candidate. Who are you voting for?
You know, I haven't really thought about it yet.
You gotta vote for Jim. He's the First Amendment incarnate, not to mention a guru in finance. He wakes up every day at 4 a.m., works out till 5:30, then he's on the phone with brokers and traders, and he's written his first online story. Then he's off to take his kids to school. By the time his day is done, he's written 6 web columns, 1 radio show, and taped Mad Money, all in one day. You're gonna tell me you don't want a guy who works that hard working for America?
All of that in one day? I had no idea. Jim Cramer for president, definitely. Booyah.
Booyah.
Presidential hopeful Jim Cramer has been gaining support in the past few months. He's been winning the primaries in the East Coast states.
It was an absolute landslide in the Empire State, where Cramer edged out Democratic rivals by a hefty margin.
I think we have to give him New York. He is the face of Wall Street and a financial guru.
Choosing sides already?
No, I'm still undecided.
Later this week, Cramer will head out to the West Coast to campaign for his support.
If Jim Cramer is to become president, he must win the Democratic nomination and beat out tough opponents Hillary Clinton and Barack Obama.
Clinton and Obama were taking shots at each other earlier this week in a Democratic debate.
You talked about Ronald Reagan being a transformative political leader. I did not mention his name.
Your husband did.
Well, I'm here. He's not.
Okay, well, I can't tell who I'm running against sometimes.
Well, I was fighting against those ideas when you were practicing law and representing your contributor, Resco, in his slum landlord business in inner city Chicago.
Those two just might bring each other down, paving the way for longshot Jim Cramer to become the Democratic candidate.
Meanwhile, Cramer has brought the fight onto his own turf, inviting Hillary Clinton to come on his show, Mad Money, and debate him face to face.
I, as someone who worries bottoms up about companies, fear that any tinkering with NAFTA, any suspension of NAFTA, will risk one of the greatest renaissances we've ever had in this country, which is our American companies, Ohio and Texas, doing business overseas. Won't they shut us out if we walk away from NAFTA?
If anything, this move by Cramer shows that he's committed to bringing America together.
It should be an interesting couple of months leading up to the August Democratic National Convention, where the Democratic nominee is to be announced.
Hey, Lon.
Oh, hey, Calla.
What you working on?
I got this huge applied equity assignment due next week, so I'm just trying to get some research in right now.
Oh yeah, I've heard about that class. Aren't you guys managing like a real money portfolio?
Yeah, we started out with an endowment of $100,000, and now we're well over $200,000, so it's done really well.
Awesome. So how do you guys decide which stocks to put in the portfolio?
Well, we're split into groups, and each group is assigned a sector, and then we have to, make decisions on what industries and what companies in each sector we think will do well, and we do a ton of research on the companies we decide to cover, and in the end we make our recommendation.
So can you just pick any stock you want?
No, we have to do all this research, and then in the end we have to pitch our ideas to an advisory board made up of real actual finance professionals.
Oh, that sounds really interesting. I think I might take it next semester. Okay, so what do you think about Cramer running for president?
I think it's absolutely crazy. Who saw that coming, right?
Yeah.
But, you know, he's actually helped me out with this class because recently on his show Mad Money, he recommended Hudson City Bancorp, and that's one of the stocks that we decided to cover. So if he can help me out with the Crowns Fund, then he's got my vote.
I totally agree. It's like we need someone in office who's not afraid to speak their mind. Seems like he really looks out for everyone in America, not just those at the top.
Yeah, that's what he does on his show. He helps out the small investor. Jim Cramer in 08.
Yes. All right, well, I'm going to go to class. I'll talk to you later.
All right, bye.
Sorry to interrupt your program. We bring you breaking news on the presidential election. The Democratic Party has just announced that Jim Cramer will be the Democratic nominee for president.
This may come as a surprise to most, but Jim was able to win most of the West Coast states to edge out Clinton and Obama.
Cramer will now face off against Republican nominee John McCain.
We have exclusive footage of Jim Cramer taking a big shot at Republican opponent John McCain and the Republican Party at large.
Oh, he has no idea how bad it is out there. He has no idea. He has no idea.
Cramer.
I have talked to the heads of almost every single one of these firms in the last 72 hours,